Well, everybody, it's Thursday night here in Whitehouse, Texas, and Keith and Ron here to bring you a little Wildcats softball. And welcome. You're watching NETSN. We are at Whitehouse Wildcat Athletics Complex on the campus of the Whitehouse High School. And want to thank you for joining us. And Ron, how's it going, man?
Man, it is going good. What a beautiful, beautiful night we're going to have this evening.
It really is. In a long time no see.
Yeah.
Been a couple of days.
Yeah.
And we are very happy to be here back in Whitehouse. And it's my first softball game of the season to do.
Might as well.
I usually do baseball, and the boss man had to do some shuffling around, and so we're doing a little softball tonight. But hey, I love doing all softball, baseball. It doesn't matter. It's all exciting to me. And so we are here for the Lady Cats of Whitehouse hosting the Lufkin Lady Panthers. And Ron, you were talking just a minute ago about a little bit of what's going on in the district play. This is a district game. Can you kind of share with everybody?
Checking it out today, it's a three-way tie for first right now. You've got Lufkin, Hallsville, and Whitehouse.
Oh, wow.
They're tied for 3-0 in district play right now, so it should be a really, really good game.
All right. Well, we got a good one going. For the Wildcats, or Lady Cats, you have Trinity Harper on the mound, or in the circle, excuse me. This is, I got to forget, this is softball. And leading off for the Lady Panthers, Villanueva is Brianna Villanueva. And she tries to do a quick slap bunt and goes foul for ball one, or for strike one, excuse me. Got to get my bearings on me, man. It's been a long day.
Hey, you can see the scoreboard tonight.
I can see the scoreboard tonight. The other night we were in Jacksonville, and it was a little bit off on that. And a little low to the inside for a ball by Harper. And also we can see the strike zone a little bit better.
Yes.
We're in a better position here. Beautiful complex here in Whitehouse. And here comes the pitch, and the good one. It's going to go up the middle. And the play at first is in time for out number one. And a good play by the second baseman, Lily Blunk. Gets it over to first base. And the first out for the Lady Cats. Next up is going to be Mallory Pinner for Lufkin. And that one's going to be hit down the third base line, foul for strike one.
Yeah, the wind's picking up a little bit, but not as bad as it was the other night.
Oh, yeah. And I know the other night the Lady Cats won in Jacksonville. They played an early game because of the weather.
Right.
That one's going to go on the third base side. And we're going to have a play at first. And they're going to call it safe. And so a base hit. A little bit of a fumble over there by Yutterman.
Had a little heat on it.
But, yeah, that kind of came in fast and furious. So a runner on first. And now Taylor Crocker is stepping in to the batter's box for the Lady Panthers. Shows bunt, and the runner goes. And we're going to have a play at second. It's going to be no good. Good job by Becerra to just kind of pull up and take the short throw by Palmer.
Yeah, you don't want to go behind you.
Yeah, you don't want to get it out there by Olsen in center field, although she was playing up and doing a good job to cover that. The pitch at the plate was a strike. That one was a ball, so 1-1. Oh, somebody's bringing some pizza. What's up with that? Enough to share with the class, maybe?
Apparently not.
That one's going to be low and outside for a ball, so 2-1.
Not even look this way.
2-1 to the count. I thought I said that loud enough, but soft enough at the same time.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch by Harper, and that one's going to go out into center field to Olsen. Olsen's going to catch it, and the runner's going to stay at first as Pinner goes nowhere, and 2 down for the Panthers.
Now batting number 8, Akira Smallwood.
So Akira Smallwood stepping in now. The catcher for the Lady Panthers. Pardon me. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go third base way. And this time, Yetterman's going to get it and get it in time over to first base. So with that, and a runner left on the pond, so nothing doing with the first base. Had a little bit of a problem over there on third. Maybe first inning jitters for the Lady Cats, but other than that, they came out really well. Harper did a good job pitching, and so we're going to see what the Lady Cats can do at the plate when we come back. We'll be right back. You're watching Thursday Night Softball on NETSN. Don't go away.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are back. I was rocking the little AC/DC. Riley Olson's going to lead things off. Taylor Crocker is the pitcher for the Lady Panthers. And let's see what the Lady Cats can do. Swung on and missed for a strike. As Olson was a little bit in front of that one.
She had no intention on waiting for that first pitch.
No, and Crocker kind of pulled the string a little bit on that one. Not on that one, though. She gets on the outside corner for strike number 2, and now Olson a little bit behind in the count. She's going to have to do something. And usually, Ron, in softball, your first batter, as she hits that one foul, your first batter is usually your slap bunt or your bunt down, because they have that speed. So it's unusual, at least for me in this situation, to see the first batter actually swinging away.
Yeah, squaring up.
0-2 the count to Olson.
And she just showed her wheels, too. She can definitely get down the track.
Yeah, she can. A little high and outside by Crocker. Crocker's got a little bit of mustard on that, on that pitch. One-two pitch. Here it comes. And that's going to be a good little base hit out into left field. And so Olson getting things started for the Lady Cats, and Lee Becerra is going to step in now.
And she's the leader in home runs. She's got 9.
Well, she is the shortstop, so I'm sure she's got a little bit of speed as well. And a high fly ball going to go into left field. Smallwood back. She's going to get it. And Olson is going to step back on first base. Out number 1.
Number 11, Trinity Harper.
Trinity Harper, the pitcher, is going to step into the batter's box for the Lady Cats.
It's what always the difference between the baseball and softball, because the pitcher's usually, bad as well.
Right. And as in opposition of what we had on Tuesday night, there is absolutely zero wind at this time.
Right.
All 3 flags on the flagpoles are just nothing still. So it's kind of nice. That pitch is going to go on the outside. So 1-1 is now the count. 1 out, 1 on for the Lady Cats, as Harper trying to get Olson at least 90 feet to second base. Olson acting like she's going to run. It's going to be a little bit of a pass ball there. And Olson's going to make it to second base, as Akira Smallwood had a little bit of trouble. That one hit the plate. You could hear it from here. That thump. And kind of hard to catch onto that one. She was trying to dig it out, and I think it just kind of hit her in the chest and bounced off on that protected plate. That's going to be hit over to the short stop, check, and throw. And didn't pull Phillips off the base, so a good job to kind of stretch out for out number 2. However, it did take Olson over to third base, so there is a runner in scoring position as Yutterman comes to the plate. Oh, excuse me, that one's going to get in there for ball 1.
Little base hit. Brings one in.
It sure does. Runner on third. Here's a pitch. That one's going to go to the shortstop as well and take a good Wildcat bounce. And that was too hard to handle.
Yeah, that had some.
Yeah, that had a little something on it. I don't know what it was. I guess you can call it the peppa. But that puts a run on the board. The Wildcats strike first. Put a runner on first. Pardon me. Base hit by Yetterman, and Lily Blunk's going to step in. And a base hit out into center field for Blunk. First pitch hitting. And now there's a runner on first and second for the Lady Cats. And that's going to bring Micaiah. Okay, how do you pronounce that last name?
Burger? My burger?
Oh, well. We'll ask somebody here in a
Sorry.
minute. Micaiah, though, designated player.
There we go.
I should have asked that prior. That's going to be a hit over on the shortstop way. Good play, however, there by the shortstop. That was Guerrero. She throws it over to third base, which is the closest base to the force out. And out number 3, but not before something was done, and a run comes across for the Lady Cats. We're 3-1 here in Whitehouse as the Lady Cats have the lead going into the second inning. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN Thursday Night Softball. Don't go anywhere.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
And we are back here at the Whitehouse Athletic Complex on the campus of Whitehouse High School. Kiana Phillips is going to lead things off here in the top of the second. That one's going to go on the outside corner. Good pitch for strike one.
She's just right on that.
Yeah, both pitchers are doing really good on those, just painting the corners, just doing a good job on that canvas. Little Bob Ross paintings here.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
1-1 the count. I love seeing there as Boston Palmer behind the plate. She tried to yank that one back and frame it, but the umpire wasn't going to have it. A little high off the top of the glove. Now, one thing different about this field than most that you'll see, and I guess a lot of softball fields, but the backstop is not as far back,
Right.
and it's very forgiving. It bounces that ball right back. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Phillips. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to fly back off the net. And spring break is almost over for a lot of us here.
And then what Jacksonville said.
Jacksonville
they
has
start
theirs
Thursday.
next week.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter goes to Texas State, and hers is next week as well. Swung on and missed for a strikeout as Harper rings one up.
Now batting number 9, McKaylee Guerrero.
Yeah, but everybody else will be going back. Of course, I have to admit I like it when the school's out because traffic for me is a lot better. Driving in
Yeah.
and going home.
And that's going to be a pop-up. Plunk out there and makes the catch. for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here. A strikeout and a fly out. Mallory Trevino stepping in now, as the Lady Panthers trying to get something going. They find themselves down just by 1 run. As Harper brings the first pitch, that's going to go straight into center field for a base hit. Excuse me. And so Alicia Smallwood is going to step up. She is the left fielder for the Panthers. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be out of play. And I don't believe that Edenfield's going to get over there.
No.
She tried.
Had a long ways to go. A lot of grass to cover.
Yeah, a lot of yardage there. But it is going to count as a strike on Smallwood. Swung on and missed. And that was one of those little change-ups on the outside corner that kind of dropped on Harper. Yeah, that just a little yo-yo, just boom. And Harper with the pitch. That's going to fly on a foul too, but it's going to stick on the 0-2 count.
Have we said how thankful we are about nets?
Yes. Yes, we are. And how thankful we are that we're not in an area where cars will get hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike the baseball field over there.
Ooh.
It's going to be high. I think that Harper was trying to get Smallwood to chase that one. 1-2 count. That one's going to go third base side. And Yutterman gets it over to first. And the side is retiring here in the top of the second. So another one is left on. Another duck on the pond. That's 2 left on here in. One was left on in the top of the first. One left on in the top of the second. And we're going to head to the bottom of the second. So we'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Back here at the Whitehouse Athletic Complex, got Lucy Davis leading things off here in the bottom of the second for the Lady Cats.
Number 14, Lucy Davis.
And the Lady Cats lead 1-0 here in the inning.
Definitely enjoying the tunes in between.
Oh yeah, they have some good music here, and good quality old school type of music. Oh, and a hit by pitch early. And I think Crocker, there obviously wasn't a intentional thing. I think she was trying to get that inside corner. And so now the catcher, Boston Palmer, is going to head to the plate.
No, because if you're going to intentionally hit somebody, you're not going to do it in the ankle.
Well, yeah, and it looked like it hit her in the knee, but it might have hit her. You had a better. I had the catcher and the ump in my way, but you may have had a little bit better
it looked low.
Picture. It was low.
Yeah.
And Crocker getting set. Here's the pitch. It's a good bunt straight down. And a play at first, and it is safe. And right in and out of the glove. And that's going to be an E3.
Now batting number 7, Taylor Edenfield.
And I'm calling the error. They may not, but I'm going to.
Well, yeah, because she just kept on bobbling.
Yeah.
It was a good throw. There wasn't nothing wrong with
Yeah, the throw was there. Taylor Edenfield. She's the first baseman for the Lady Cats. in there for a strike. Good pitch by Crocker. So runners at first and third. Nobody out for Edenfield. Swung on and missed for strike two. Now Taylor finds herself a little bit behind. And now we have a...
Oh, courtesy runner.
Yeah, we're going to bring... Well, and I believe that Boston's the catcher, so they're going to bring in a courtesy runner.
First base, number 3, Riley Summer.
And Riley Summer.
Popular person.
Right. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, and Summer heads over to second base. So now you got 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, and a 1-2 count to Edenfield at home plate. So Crocker's got a big pitch here. It's going to be high and outside. Look kind of good to me, not going to lie.
She tried to paint that corner.
Yeah, she was.
He's giving it to her on this side.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled back. So Edenfield's going to stay at about 2-2.
Oh, just a little base wrap.
Just make sure you don't get caught looking. Here's the pitch. That's going to go backwards as well.
Yeah.
So Edenfield's staying alive, not going to go away quietly.
They always say if you're going to strike out, strike out. Do not
Yeah.
be standing watching it.
And that one's going to be outside, and that's going to put a full count, and Taylor gets it back from getting 0-2 to now a full count, so does a good job of keeping an eye on the ball.
That was a hard ball to lay off of.
Yeah, that was outside, but that was a And that's going to be a walk, and must have been a little low. That'll bring a full bases.
No outs.
And that's going to put Riley Olson back at the top of the lineup here. Olson hit a base hit at the top of the game. That's not really seeing what's being missed here. They look like good pitches, but
Yeah.
I'm not seeing what's going on. But Crocker's putting them around. There's going to be a hit down the third base line, and it's going to be fair ball as it hits
Hit the runner.
the runner. And that's going to bring one run in and keep the bases loaded. So Annalie Becerra now stepping in. That's a good hit into left center field. That's going to drop. Oh, home run!
Grand slam at that.
Grand slam home run. Annalie Becerra. Wow. And just like that, the Lady Cats are up 6-0 in the bottom of the second.
I thought it was going to drop in the infield.
I thought it was too. That's why I said it was going to drop, and it dropped
It
all
just-
right.
yeah.
It's on the other side of the wall.
Man, what a hit. Now we know why she's the leading hitter
Yeah.
on the team.
And now Trinity Harper. I feel like I have to be a golf announcer now. Trinity Harper. That's in there for a strike. Painted the outside corner. Good pitch by Crocker. And a high fly ball in field. And that's going to be caught by Kiana Phillips for out number 1.
Number 6, Shiley Ludeman.
So Shiley Uderman stepping in. She had a base hit in last inning. Here's the pitch. Ooh, straight down the pipe. Not sure if she was waiting on a good pitch. That was it.
Yeah. It's interesting because first inning they were coming up just swinging immediately. Now they're kind of watching.
And swung on and missed for strike 2. That was a good cut. That was the cut that should have happened on the last pitch. Yeah, that was what. Yeah. I think a little too late, but that was a good swing. A pink bat. I don't think I've ever seen a pink bat.
Well,
but hey, what are you going to do? It's good. That's a ball, so 2-2. Nobody on and 1 out. As Becerra cleared the bases earlier.
ooh.
And that's going to go foul. And I wish I had my, that would have been a perfect replay moment, but my replay is not working today, so I wasn't able to set up the replay.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Straight down the middle for strike 3 and a strikeout for out number 2.
Now batting number 18, Lily Blunt.
And so Lily Blanc is going to step in. High and outside for ball. Lady Cats trying to continue on with an undefeated district play right now. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
3-0 in district and 14-6, I believe, on the season.
Yeah. It's a hit by pitch, says the umpire. Second hit by pitch of the inning.
Now batting number 1, Makaya Barugu.
So Makaya Barugu, I believe is what he said. And tried to have a run hit, and kind of did hit it.
Just nicked it.
Runner on first. Outside for a ball. So 1-1 pitch by Crocker. And that one's going to go over to the shortstop side, and it's going to be a bumble there. And that to me is so that is, in my opinion, an E6 because that was an easy play. But what do you, in your opinion?
I mean, it was hit hard.
Now batting number 13, Lucy.
Should have still been able to pull it in.
I mean, so back to, we batted around now. Lucy Davis back up. She was hit by pitch at the beginning of this inning.
Yeah.
Swung on. And missed for a strike. Runners on first and second for the Lady Cats. That's going to be popped up over the head of the shortstop and into center field,
Nice
or
play.
left field, excuse me, as Smallwood gets the third out and stops the bleeding, but not before Annalie Becerra hits a grand slam home run to bring around and clear the bases. 5 runs brought in that inning, and so we're through 2 here in Whitehouse. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NETSN Thursday Night Softball.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
And we are about to start the top of the third as the Lady Cats leading 6-0. And we want to thank you for watching on this beautiful Thursday.
It is beautiful.
Heck of a night. Heck of a night.
Rodriguez.
And now Giselle Rodriguez leading things off. That's going to go back.
Yeah, we better enjoy the nice cool weather tonight because I have a gut feeling before it's all said and done, it'll start getting warm later.
More than like it. Well, you know, this week, every time, you know, I take my kid to school or to daycare because he's in daycare during the week and then because of spring break. And so, and because I don't want to put up with him during the day. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's going to be fouled back, 1 and 2. But anyway, it's been warm, so we've been putting him in shorts. And I got up this morning and I looked and it was 40-something degrees.
Right.
I'm like, good night.
Yeah.
It's like, make up your mind. You're killing me, Smalls.
Mm.
And that's a good pitch, but a little high. And that's actually, at least, you know, I'd say at least he's consistent because that's exactly
Right.
what Crocker was doing and where he was putting things. So, you know, at least that's a consistency. So we got a full count now. Oh, my bad. So now it's 3 and 2. I pushed it. I double pushed it. Didn't mean to. Full count pitch goes. And that was a good job by Uterman to come across and kind of cut it off. And Becerra was just looking like, all right. I thought I was going to take it, but whatever, you know. Have to be a show-off type of thing. Yeah, whatever. We're not ESPN. But good ground out there. And now at the top of the lineup as Brianna Villanueva is going to step in. She grounded out back in the first. Oh, that was a little inside, a little chin music there. Got some conversations going on in the and that's in there for a strike, so 1 and 1. Yeah, that one came in a little bit
Just
high, that first pitch. And Villanueva did a good job of getting out of the way. It's going to go in between in the left field. Lucy Davis was there, but a base hit nonetheless by Villanueva.
Now batting number 5.
Good solid
Mallory
shot.
Pinner.
Perfect placement, too.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mallory Pinner now stepping in. She had a base hit back in the first. Pardon me. And there's a pitch, and the runner goes, and it's going to be high. As Palmer, I think this cold air has a little bit, too, on them with that ball. It just kind of goes. You lose a little bit of grip. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a good drop bunt. And going to go to first. Not in time. And that was a beautiful play, beautiful bunt by Pinner.
And had enough speed to run it out.
Now batting number 2, Taylor Crocker.
So pitcher Taylor Crocker now is stepping in. And see what she can do. She flew out in the top of the first. She gets the sign and steps in. Runners at the corner, just one out for the Panthers. She's going to square to bunt and pull it back. Runner's going to go, and they're going to throw it back to Harper in the circle. And a good play. I think they were trying to see if Villanueva would come home.
She would have taken off. That would have been it.
Here's the pitch. Low. So 1-1 the call. Harper looking in. And that's in there for a strike. You know, one thing I like about softball is a lot better than baseball in this fact is they don't throw over and try to get anybody.
Right. No.
So you don't take a lot of time chunking it over, you know. That bugs me. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And another strikeout.
Yeah, because Tuesday night, I don't know how many times we threw over to.
And you can have games. I have done games as Akira Smallwood steps in for the Panthers, Lady Panthers. I've been to games where they just continuously just throw over and throw over and throw over. And, you know, I really enjoy, you know, the pros have gotten to the point where you throw over once, and then if you throw over again, you have to get them out, or it's got to be.
Something's got to happen.
Yeah. I don't know the exact rules. That hit is hit. And oh
my goodness.
Beautifully played. And that was Riley Olson with the dive.
Wow.
And wow. Yeah, somebody did the. Well, that's a way to end that half of the inning. So the top of the third is over on a spectacularly played jump dive. I'm hurt. My stomach hurts just watching that. Ow! I'm gonna need to get some biofreeze or something to stretch that out. I'll tell you what, we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna stretch and hurt my, see if everything's okay, and we'll check on Riley Olson, make sure she's okay. But she's happy right now. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Whitehouse Lady Cats softball on Thursday night on NETSN. We'll be right back.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Welcome back. We're on the crazy train here in Whitehouse. Boston Palmer stepping up onto the batter's box after a crazy ending of the top of the third. Riley Olson making a fantastic play in center field to retire the side. And now Crocker is going to send in a first pitch strike as Boston Palmer watches it. She made it to first on an error back in the bottom of the second. That one's going to be just outside. A good attempt by Akira Smallwood to frame that back, but no luck on getting the call. And that one's going to fly back for strike number 2. 1-2 count. And I don't know if my wife is watching. She might not be. She's dealing with R3, but I want to give a shout out and a happy anniversary to her.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that. 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, sir.
Thank you. She is dealing with our 3-year-old right now. So,
Saying,
Nana Boo Boo.
saying really anniversary.
So, and no, he's a good kid when he's asleep.
Absolutely.
And so here's a pitch by Crocker. It's going to be high and get a full count.
I remember those days, but it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we're doing our things tomorrow. I told her where we don't have to rush. A good hit into left field. And
long single.
Lucy Davis was over there pretty quick, but that was a good base hit by Palmer. And Taylor Edenfield's going to step up. We're going to have a
Running at first base.
Riley Summer come in
Summer.
for a pinch hit, or pinch run, excuse me. Courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner. I had one of those things.
We're just going to name them all.
There you go. Make sure we cover all.
Right, right. Taylor Edenfield stepping in. Somebody has a pickle near us. I can smell it. I'm okay with it. I like pickle juice anyway. So here's a pitch. And she pulls up. She might have wanted to stay where she was because that was a beautiful pitch. So Edenfield steps in. It's going to be on the outside for ball.
Yeah, I realize we're at a softball game, but it looks like fair food coming back.
I know, man. They got some big stuff. Of course, you know, the concession stand here is always pretty good. And they got a lot of things. And don't forget, and as the pitch goes through as a strike, and a good job by Summers. She gets into second base. 1-2 the count. If you'd like to, go ahead and chat with us. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. That's going to be on the outside for a ball, so a 2-2 count. Nobody out. One on.
When you're talking about pitching from between baseball and softball, the other nice thing about it is the girls don't take any time. They get up there and get ready to pitch.
Oh, yeah. It's high and inside, so full count now for Edenfield. Yeah, they come to play.
Yeah.
It's not really a stall game. But I really do hope one day, here comes the pitch on the outside, and we got to walk it out. I knew that was coming. Yeah, I love that. And that's actually Edenfield's second walk. Second time she's taken that stroll down to first base. Now Riley Olson, who is coming up, she's 2 for 2 so far on the night.
With an RBI?
With an RBI, yeah.
And a heck of a catch.
Oh, yeah. That knocked the air out of me. It did. Just watching it. That's going to go down the right field line.
No foul.
And foul out. So it'll be a strike one. Good try. It was a good thought process.
Let's straighten that out a little bit.
And Olsen has had, we got Olsen there. Then we got Becerra on deck.
Get bases loaded again.
And Trinity Harper in the hole. That one's going to go over the head of the shortstop. And Guerrero tried to get it. And a good play by Smallwood to get that force out at third base.
Yeah, I may have stalled just a little too long.
Yeah. So that is a base hit. And here comes Becerra. Here's the pitch. Gonna be high and outside. Kind of keeping it away from her right now.
Wouldn't you?
A little bit, yeah. Crocker getting set. And the pitch right down the middle.
As they say, down Broadway.
Yep. And another thing I like about softball, there's no pitch count. So you can pitch, pitch your pitcher as long as you want.
Yeah.
And that's going to go backwards.
It amazes me how many pitches these girls can pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Watching some of the World Series, I mean, these girls were pitching over a weekend 400 pitches.
Right.
Just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one's going to go into left field. It is out of here.
Oh, my gosh.
A 3-run home run by Annalie Becerra. Wow.
Okay, so
Back-to-back home runs for Becerra.
Grand Slam, now 3-run home run.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, all right. So now Trinity Harper steps in.
For the Lady Cats, number 11, Trinity Harper.
And just one out.
Right. And that's going to be a infield pop-up. Mallory Pinner underneath with the out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Shiley Uterman.
And Uterman stepping in. She's had a base hit and a strikeout. She struck out her last at bat. It's the only strikeout that Crocker has had in the ball game so far. And another infield pop fly. That's going to be to Giselle Rodriguez, and it pops in and out of her glove. And so Uterman's going to reach on an E5.
Now batting number 18, Lily Blunt.
And so now Lily Blunt's going to head. Okay, am I right on the outs? Is there 1 out or 2 outs?
Just one, I believe.
So we got, I'm just trying to see here. Okay, so yeah, we got Harper is the only one with the fly out. Okay.
Right, yeah.
No, because we got the girl that we got, what's her name, that got out at third.
Yeah.
So there should be 2 outs.
You're
I'm
right.
right. Okay, I was going to say.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about the play at third.
And we got a little talk on the circle. And I don't know, I don't think we're going to have a change right now, but they're just having a little talking to with Crocker to make sure her head's in the game.
She is pitching.
Yeah, she's doing good. But, I mean, with Becerra, you said what? She's big home run hitter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's just how she rolls.
You have got to pitch around her.
Oh, yeah. All right, Lily Blunt. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm all discombobulated right now with the whole out situation. That's going to be low and right over the plate for ball 1. And I think that my beautiful wife is now watching, so
All right.
I want to shout out to her. And to Walker, if he's watching, a high fly ball center field. That's going to go to Villanueva, and that's going to be out number 3. And so that's going to be it for the third. We've gone through 3, and Becerra just keeps on clearing the bases. She's got a grand slam back in the second and a 3-run homer in this inning. And so we're through 3 here in Whitehouse. We're going to head to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back. You're watching Wildcat Softball here on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps.
And we are back here at the Whitehouse Wildcat Athletic Complex on the campus of Whitehouse High School. And we're about to start the top of the fourth. And Kiana Phillips is starting things off with a hit straight into center field. Riley Olson didn't have to dive this time to get that one.
A little less dramatic.
Right.
Now batting number 9, Michaeli Guerrero.
And so after the fly out, and Michaeli Guerrero is stepping in. His first pitch swinging. Oops. Let me take those off. I accidentally hit the outs. Boom. And I should have hit strike. Pitch by Harper. And that looks good.
Okay.
But it was not. And I think we got a little. Oh.
One needs sunglasses, the other
Well, I guess that Taylor has to look good over there in first base. Plus, the sun's right in her eyes,
Right.
but we're just going to go for aesthetics here. Going to go straight back to Harper.
And that's why we got sunglasses on.
And that's why we got the sunglasses over there, because Taylor needed to be able to see.
That's it. That's what we're
Now
going
batting
with.
number 4, Mallory Trevino.
Out number 2. And so with that one, that's going to be a ground out back to the pitcher. So Mallory Trevino is up. She's had a base hit back in the second, and that's going to go foul off to the left side over down third base line.
Palmer's putting some good pitches out there.
Yeah, Trinity Harper's doing a really good job putting those
I mean, Harper.
putting
when I
those
said Palmer.
pitchers. Oh, that's okay. I knew who you meant. I speak Ron. I'm good. That's going to go outside. Good hit. It got down that outside corner.
That's a scary place you really
I know. Kyle taught me.
Oh,
Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed.
my goodness.
And just like that, 3 up, 3 down, go the Panthers. And we're heading to the bottom of the fourth. That was a quick half inning.
Yeah, it was.
So we'll be right back. Hey, don't go anywhere unless you have to go to the bathroom. Then go there, but you got to hurry back, okay? We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
We'll give it. Oh, sorry, y'all are back. Okay, I'm just kidding. I knew you were back because I pushed the buttons. You gotta know I know you're back.
Absolutely.
We're back here in Whitehouse, living on a prayer. A little Bon Jovi rocking. They got some great music going on. And it's Kevin Hendricks on the music up top. Good old Kevin Hendricks. We'll give him a shout out. Maburu up to bat. And swung on and missed.
She is all the way back there in that plate, too. I mean, she's in the box.
I was rocking out and forgot to clear the board, so sorry about that, everybody. Swung on and fouled, and I believe that's going to hit my camera. Let's see. Yep, it's shaking.
But at least
It's shake and bake, and I help. That's okay, though. It's steady now. We're good. Here we go. 0-2 pitch. It's going to be on the outside. And I tell you what. Oh, wait. 1-2 pitch here. It's going to be the outside, too. Crocker trying to get her to kind of go for it here. Stretch out, but she's not falling for it. And that's going to go third base side. And that was a good job by Giselle Rodriguez.
Now batting number 14.
Got it over to first quickly. And a ground out. Now Lucy Davis. Lucy got on at a fielder's choice back in the first and then reached on an error, E6, in the second. No correction. She got on a hit by pitch. I apologize. I was reading Micaiah. Swung on and missed. I was reading the wrong line.
Hit by pitch and then flied out, didn't she?
Actually, she's only been up once, I believe. No, you're right. Hit by pitch and a fly out, yes. So 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's going to go a little low and inside, looks like. So 2-1 now. 9-0 is your score here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one's going to be out to left field. Smallwood there gets the second out. Or the first out, excuse me. No, second out. Man, I'm just struggling. I think it's the music. I just got going on that.
Got to living in the tunes.
Yep.
I hear you.
Boston Palmer comes in. She got a base hit her last at bat. And she watches that one fly right by. And I think Crocker's getting a little bit of steam on her here. Yeah. She's getting those pitches a little faster here in the bottom of the fourth.
Coming out with a little bit of purpose.
A little pepper. We got Palmer at the plate. You got Edenfield, Taylor Edenfield on deck, and then we're back at the top of the lineup, which going into the bottom of the fifth inning is going to be tough to pitch against.
Yeah.
It's going to be another pop-up, and Smallwood's going to try to get it, and it's going to be off her glove, unable to get it. Kind of really close to the line there.
That's a hard catch right there.
You know, that's really the only spot I don't have a camera for is that right behind the plate. I really don't have anything that far back. It's hard to get that angle. And that's going to go, ooh. And I think that went down and hit her foot.
Ouch.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Nothing fun about that.
Not at all. And they're going to let her kind of walk it off. See, this is where I would play walk it out. but I'm also mean. I'm just sarcastic that way, and I would think it would be funny, but that's just me.
Others may not.
No, my sense of humor would probably not be felt.
May not appreciate
but
it.
I thought it was funny. And a pop fly infield. That's going to go over to Guerrero. And Guerrero is underneath for out number 3. And so we're heading to the 5th as we're through 4 here in Whitehouse. 9-0 is your score. And the Lady Cats get their first goose egg in the inning.
I'd like to thank our platinum sponsor for this inning, Fairway Pemberton.
So we will be right back. Actually, let's see. What are they doing out there? We got some dancing going on?
That's what you call playing loose.
Well, that's what you call crazy. We're going to take a break. They're having fun. That's what you got to have. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go away.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Leading out the top of the 5th inning, number 10, Alicia Smallwood.
So Smallwood is now stepping in. And that's going to be fouled off for strike 1. Smallwood has grounded out at her last at bat. Excuse me. Harper. 2 strikeouts so far this game.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. And here's the pitch. And that's going to go over to the third base line. She'll come back. Got to change the. When it's bright, one camera looks good, and then when it gets darker, the camera looks bad. That's going to be a pop fly over to shortstop, and Becerra gets it.
Now batting number 3, Giselle Rodriguez.
Oh, that's going to be just missed. And just couldn't dig that one out.
I think she had a little bit more time to throw. She threw a little fast.
Now
Back
batting
to
number
the
7,
top of the
Brianna
lineup
Villanueva.
is Brianna Villanueva.
This is the Panthers' first base runner for a while. It's been a little bit since about 3rd inning since they've had a base runner.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a good drop down. And not in time. So now runners on first and second.
Getting a little something going here.
A little bit of a rally.
Now batting number 5, Mallory Pinner.
Can't do anything about the small ball like that.
No. And therefore strike. And another one down. That one's going to be in time and try to go over to third. And almost got her. But there are 2 outs now.
Now batting number 2, Taylor Crocker.
Had the right idea.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a good play. Excuse me.
Here's the pitch. And a good pitch straight out. And another good play by Riley Olson in the top of the 5th. Wow. All right, well, that's going to do it on this half. We're going to head down to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Man, she is just kicking booty right now, isn't she?
Man.
Oh, she's doing awesome. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane, he took care of me and my family, and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Glad that you're here. And a good game going on here in Whitehouse. Lady Cats leading 9-0. Last inning was the last half inning where the Lady Cats did not get any runs. They right now just need 1 run to win the ball game. And so Taylor Edenfield is going to be stepping in and trying to get things started for the Lady Cats. Riley Olson will be on deck. And then Becerra, who has flown out, hit a grand slam and a 3-run homer in the ball game, is in the hole. So those are our top 3 batters of this inning. Taylor has walked at each at bat in this ball game.
Yeah.
And the temperature is definitely dropping as I
about
left
to
my
say that.
jacket in my truck.
Well, and I had my hoodie over here, but I just hadn't put it on yet.
So if my wife is listening to that, you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I did not leave it. These are not the droids you're looking for. Here's the pitch. Outside, way outside. She was going for a fishing expedition there. Crocker tried to get Edenfield to go after that, but didn't work.
Well, that's why she's walked past 2 times.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball.
She is trying to paint that outside.
And yeah, she has been doing that all game, is trying to get that. And I tell you, it has to be in just that certain spot. There's no give.
If she ever hits it, though.
Yep. Full count. Oh, that's going to go left center field, and a good play by Brianna Villanueva. She came a long way to get that out. And so now Riley Olson's going to step in. And she's had a base hit almost every at bat.
Yeah.
So she's 3 for 3. That's going to go fouled off. We have some chatting with us. From Sean Childress. Good job, girls. We appreciate you watching. A good hit right field That's going to go over the head, and it does. It hits the wall. And so that's going to be a double for Riley Olson. And she just continues. That's 4 for 4. And here comes Annalie Becerra. Let's see, they're going to pitch to her.
Are they going to pitch to send her on?
Annalie Becerra.
Excuse me. And they're not. They're going to walk her.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, they're going to walk her. So an intentional walk.
I can't say I blame
I
them.
can't either. And, I mean, with a grand slam and a 3-run home run, especially with the winning run on second, 1 out. So Trinity Harper is going to step up. She's grounded out and flown out the last 2 times. That's in there for a ball. So a base hit, well, you can't say that here in softball. Softball's a little bit different.
Fielded a little shorter.
But the winning one is represented on second. That's going to be a pop fly. Villanueva is there, and that's going to be out number 2. So now it's a little bit different.
Now batting number 6.
As Shiley Uterman has a chance. She's had a base hit, a strikeout, and she reached on an error her last at bat. So she has the ability to hit, but she has struck out on Crocker. Her only strikeout that Crocker's had is Uterman. And that's going to be flied back. I think she heard me because she was trying to hit me with the ball.
I think with the speed you have on there right now, if you can get it to right field,
Yeah.
I think you can score.
Even if it's just a little floater over, over the first baseman. Here's a pitch. And another one. Golly, okay, I'm sorry, Uterman. I didn't mean to say anything. Man. That's it hadn't gone over the net all night long until I said something, and now she's coming at me.
Just straighten those out.
It's the pink bat comment that I made. That's what it is.
That's it.
That's going to go. Base hit down the left field line. And it's a play in there. Run comes across. That's going to be 10, and that's going to be the ball game. And so Shiley Uterman with a RBI single ends up with the RBI to win the ball game, and that's the final with your score 10-0 here in the 5th inning. And a great game. Trinity Harper ended up with 2 strikeouts, and the player of the game, in my opinion, is going to be Annalie Becerra, or I think it's going to be a tie, and here's why. Here's my 2. Annalie Becerra on the offensive side, mainly because of this 2 home runs.
Right.
But Riley Olson on the defensive side, because of the way of the two big plays, the takeaways that she did.
Because both of those should have been base hits.
Exactly. That would have been a totally different ball game with both of those situations.
Agreed.
So those two, I mean, the team played it magnificent.
Then
But
you look at those 4 for 4 with an RBI.
exactly,
on there too.
yeah, right, yeah, So
The
you
team
are correct.
contributed here. I mean, it was good.
But a phenomenal play, but got to give it to the girls. Great game. 10-0 is your final score. We're going to close it up shop here in Whitehouse. Tomorrow night, we'll have a team down the way as the Wildcats will face the Lufkin Panthers in baseball. Tomorrow night, I believe it's 7 o'clock. And we'll have a crew on hand. So get on and watch that, and you'll be able to get that action for baseball. But for Ron and myself and all of us at NETSN, I'm Keith Whitman. We'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your night and a good rest of your week. We'll see you next time.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.